right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands, having to wonder whether it's a foul. 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. A give, running right, Lindsey. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Switch. Yeah. All night.
They'll try to run for it with Lindsey. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Here we go. 30 base. Hey, lock it.
Here's a give to Lindsey running right. Open space inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, touchdown number 15 of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. By Hopkins, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Broncos 7, Falcons 0. Dustin Hopkins sets the kickoff.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Keep it up, guys.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Let's go now. 55 base. 55, Mike. Check. Hayward. Check, 55. Check.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. They're going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to try.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
60
On the ground, it's Thomas. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up third and about 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On third down, here's Lindsey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up fourth.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
57 the mic. 57 the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
After the sack on 1st down, Murray escaping the pressure right. And going. He's got a man. Complete. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 42 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You're not ready. Check 4. Check.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Hey, tight. Mark 55.
Throwing on first down is Murray. This is caught. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Murray now, 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Locke, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
3rd and 14.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He's got the hookup to Miller. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Hey! Go out! Check 99! Check 99! Hard! Check 24! Yep! Get it!
Now it's Lindsey. He's got room to run past the 20. And finally taken down at the 26-yard line. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Hey, Steve 6.
Here we go on 4th down with Locke. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
What we got? 57's the mic. Watch 57. Hey, I'm coming after you. Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
2nd and 5 now. Murray. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
10 at the 13-yard line.
22. Jet. Ball. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Run it.
1st down, Murray. He gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Now a give, right side. It's Lindsey, and he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got...
Now Locke, he wants the football. It's out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
Ready. 30 base. Ready.
They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Set. 60 or.
From midfield, here's Locke. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Locke gonna throw. This one taken in by the former Baylor Bear, Jalen Hurd. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, you know, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make, because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Too little, Cupcake. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
Mike 55, Mike. That's it. Hey, eat.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. Got an open man. That's Campbell. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
We got double up. He's coming. We got double up.
Murray now on 1st down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Mike 55.
Here's Murray from midfield. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
57's the mic.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. 33 yards that time. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Falcons have taken the lead. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Watch out for Hill on the return. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
57's Mike. Mike 57. It's our field. It's ours. Look small. Hey, it's our house. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, high 7. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hurd. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. You're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Another run by Lindsey. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Got it.
Hey, we got Mike 50, Mike 50, huh? Watch the run. He's coming. Double up, double up.
Leo.
Check 15.
Ready?
On first down, it's Thomas, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Complete. Richardson has it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 24. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Go.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Safety's creeping.
Now.
52. I'm here.
Alpha.
52, right 52.
Left side.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Open man has got it. It's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Philip Lindsay, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 17-14.
Broncos 17, Falcons 14. Dustin Hopkins.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up second down.
Let's go now. Right on the base. Come on, the ball. Single.
Watch one.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
57's Mike 57. We don't want this.
On 3rd down, Murray. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check nine.
Chubb. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 2 yards.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
At their own 43-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Quick dance. Come.
Mike 50.
Yeah. Rock it. Come get some. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lindsay. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready. Pilot, 64, reach. Hey!
To throw is locked. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Murray. Jalen Ferguson in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Mike, 56. Mike, 56. Let's put him on the buses.
3rd and long, Murray from his end zone. He is going to find Hill here. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. They'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. Murray, one final try, and that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Let's go, defense.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Denver, Their hopes of a 500 season stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, this was basically...
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a